to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a review on the remarkable Marc Jacobs foundation. It's really nice packaging. This is frosted glass. I think that for $55 that the packaging is outstanding, as with all Marc Jacobs products. I got the shade 34 beige medium. So the box looks like this, just standard Marc Jacobs packaging. And then when you open it up, you get the black cap on top and you just pop that off like that, and then this is the actual screw off top, and it comes with a little dropper type thing that actually doesn't drop any product and you don't squeeze it. You just kind of, like a spatula, you would just put it on the back of your hand. I will go ahead and tell you, I do think it is worth $55. I know that is an investment for us, but with as little as you have to use to get full coverage with this foundation, I think that it'll last you a really long time. You can also mix it with a moisturizer to make it last a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm going to take the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. This is just a deluxe sample size. I'm going to take a little bit on the back of my hand and apply that to my T-zone. You don't really need a lot of this product. A little bit goes a long way. I just put it where I have larger pores. Any primer will do. You don't have to spend $55 on this primer. Okay, so this Marc Jacobs foundation claims to be 24-hour long wearing, and we are going to test it out today. I'm not going to wear it for 24 hours. I'm just going to give you kind of a first impression. So I'm going to take this, and I am in the shade 34 beige medium. I'm just going to give it a good shake because it's been sitting in the box for a while. You get a little dropper that doesn't actually drop. It's just kind of like a spatula type thing. So I'm going to take just a little bit on the back of my hand, and we are going to dot that on the face. So with this foundation, you want to go with just the bare minimum with the first application, because a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to take my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush, looks like this, and I'm just going to start working this into the skin. So you can already see I'm getting nice coverage with just that tiny amount that I put on, and it spreads nice. It gives you a nice coverage. Let's give this a full kind of run down here. It is clinging to the dry patches on my nose, which I am using retinol products, so that is my fault. I have a few little breakouts here that it's covering. I would say about 80%. It's covering them, those are about 80%. So it's not covering them all the way, which is fine because we can go back in with a second coat. But for the first application, I just wanted to give it, you know, a light coverage to see if we can build it up a little bit. It's nice and matte. So this is a matte foundation. So if you want a dewy look to your skin, you're going to need to spritz your brush with a little Fix Plus or a setting spray, or use a hydrating primer maybe. That might work really well. I think that the Touche Éclat YSL Blur Primer probably isn't the best primer to use with this Marc Jacobs foundation. If you have oily skin, you're going to love this foundation. Now I will say it's not looking crepey, but for me, I really like a semi-dewy finish to my foundation when I first apply it, because then I can go in and set it with powder. I feel like when I put this foundation on, I am going to look too matte when I go in and put my powders on with it. So let's see if a second coat right through here will cover those blemishes that I have. So let's see how that does. I'm just going to stipple that on to where we have breakouts. Okay, so for this foundation, if I were to grade it on a scale of A through F, I would definitely say I would give it probably a B+. Now that is being a little bit generous. It does not sink into my pores. It does not sink into my fine lines, but it is clinging quite bad onto the dry patches on my nose. Now I again said that that is my fault, that I am using retinol products, so therefore obviously I'm going to have any kind of clinging with any product onto those dry patches. So really it's my fault, but if it were a miracle worker, it wouldn't cling to those. So that is the reason why I give it a B+. There are a variety of colors, shades that you can choose from. If you were to add a little bit of a hydrating primer, I do think that that would help you out a lot if you want more of a dewy finish. If you wanted to wear it for the full 24 hours, you would need a mattifying primer underneath if you have normal to oily skin. If you wanted to keep it matte all day long, you are going to need to set it with a translucent powder. Even I'm seeing a little bit that are on my lips, and my lips are a little dry right now. It's not really settling into all the lines that I have on my lips. Obviously we don't wear foundation on our lips, but that is the most liney place that I have on my face. So that is a good sign. I'll be right back to tell you how I feel after I have all my makeup on. I have my makeup on now, and I think that it works really well layering wise. So when I layer on my bronzer and I layer on my highlighter and blush, I think that it works really well. I think the staying power is going to be great. I don't really have a problem with foundations like fading super fast because I have dry skin. I think this foundation definitely gets a B+ in my book. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again real soon. Bye!